If you only knew the power of the dark side, it is your destiny.
Hello everyone, this is Take the Gate, and it is September 16th, 2014. And I'm bringing you an article that was found on Salon, and is written by René Pardis, or Pardis, and it is from Monday, September 15th, 2014, and it is titled Ohio Anti-Choice Nightmare, How a Purple State is Pioneering How to Shutter Clinics. And we have the curious picture of curious John Kasich here, and this article basically describes how Ohio has been rolling back regulations meant to protect people who would go for abortions, and putting up more roadblocks and requirements and regulations where none needed existed, and basically doing all but creating a de facto anti-abortion state in all but name, or by law. So just start by reading this. People may not always think of Ohio as a place where trends start, but sadly the state has been cutting edge on one arena: politically motivated, deceptive attempts to restrict access to abortion in the name of safety. Last month, one of only 2 abortion clinics in Cincinnati announced that it would suspend surgical services, and the last one standing might fall for the same reason: politically motivated persecution of abortion clinics. This, along with other threatened closures, would leave the western half of the state home to more than 350,000 women with essentially no access to safe legal abortions. So they are effectively using regulations and to shut down these clinics that are for women's health. And I will scroll down here to the meat and potatoes. Politicians in the state pioneered the approach, which now threatens to force abortion clinics across the country to close. More than a decade ago, the state enacted a rule which required many medical providers to have a written transfer agreement with the local hospital. But it also allowed providers to get permission to have an agreement with a backup doctor instead. For years, Women's Med Center continued to operate with backup doctors with no problem. And then in 2011, a newly elected governor, John Kasich, told the health department to start treating abortion clinics differently when they applied for that permission, a process that led to today's closures. As if requiring special agreements weren't enough, the extreme legislators doubled down in 2013 when they passed a new law that banned public hospitals from making transfer agreements with abortion providers, and only abortion providers. The result was exactly what these politicians wanted. For the first time this year, the Ohio Department of Health refused to grant Women's Med Center permission to use backup doctors, and the other clinic in Cincinnati lost its transfer agreement with local public hospital because of this new law. Even that move was not enough for Kasich, the head of the Ohio Department of Health. Dr. Ted Wimslow resigned shortly afterwards, and news reports made it clear that he was forced out because of his reluctance to go after abortion clinics. So this is Ohio Politics 101. The most conservative state in the Midwest, and as you can see here, he was replaced with a politician without any medical credentials, and it just goes to show you that you do right, you don't get rewarded. You do wrong, you get everything that your heart desires as a red state conservative across the country, across the board. That's why our police, justices, and politicians are so corrupt. And until people wake up, until the women wake up and put their foot down, it's just going to get worse. They are laughing at you. This is Take the Gate. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Signing out.